Daytime baseball here on the network. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What's your take on him, H?
Matt, he's lost 2 of the last 3 starts. A little bit of an inconsistent struggle, and hopefully this outing is a chance to turn it all around and start it in another direction.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Boston, shortstop Xander Bogaerts.
And underway on the south side as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Harold, these White Sox, as they enter play today, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And Matt, I mean, another thing, I look at this team, it makes me nervous, you know, because this is when you start seeing managerial changes. We're in May, and everybody, you look around, there's changes being made, and your team is falling behind. They're not playing good ball. So they got to turn this around and figure out what direction they want to go in, because they can drift out of this real quick.
Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Down the first baseline. Taken in by Abreu, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
If you like the long ball, this is your team. Matt, they lead the league in homers. They sit back and let it fly. 2-0, 3-1. They're coming out of the shoes. This is going to be fun to watch.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Up with it, Smith. And he makes the throw to first. Pedroia is retired. 2 down now.
Right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. Now gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with 2 out, that means Hanley Ramirez will also get an opportunity here. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And right now the Red Sox are the best around as they top the AL in that department. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. And Ramirez is aboard, hits a base hit.
Well, this middle of this lineup is dangerous. You know, he gets 2 quick outs, and then here comes the 3-hitter and the 4-hitter with back-to-back hits. And now the 5-hitter. He's going to have to pitch him a little careful. He thought he was cruising. Now he's in a little trouble.
Stepping in, Jake Lamb. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, this is one of those big opportunities. You look back and say, did we learn anything? Now, yesterday, runners in scoring position in big situations, I couldn't drive them in. Now you got a chance to show you learn something and drive a run in here.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Matt, Hendricks is another one of those well-respected umpires. Some say he favors one side of the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Boston strands a couple. Red Sox nothing. White Sox coming up on MLB Network. Chris Sale, a left-handed fluke with the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, he comes in with a whip under 1. That means he's not getting a lot of traffic on the bases. And when you limit the traffic on the bases, the less runs you're going to give up. So that's why he's been effective and been able to keep his team in games.
Hit out towards second. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Well, they're having a good night so far. The pitcher threw a scoreless top of the first, and now he leads off with the single. This is the recipe you want.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Runners going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Comes set with the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
We're looking at a club I'll say is lukewarm. They're 4-2 at home. Not sizzling hot and not playing poor either. But the first game on the road, I think we'll learn a lot about what this club is about.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Nice pitch right there. You got him out in front on an off-speed pitch, and you know what? Right there, you know he's looking fastball. Runner at second. He wants to drive something in, really anxious. You took his aggressiveness and used it against him.
Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, I really like this club. I love the balance, and one of the things they do, if you look at the stat line, they're in the top third of the league in slugging. And when you're able to have that kind of balance throughout your lineup, you're going to score a lot of runs. This team is a fun team to watch.
Todd Frazier comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And another foul ball.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fifth.
First offering on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this is caught as he had to go a long way to get there, but he pulls it in right in front of the stands to retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Chris Johnson now. He brings an average in the 260s into this one.
Chris Johnson.
Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Well, let's take a look at the White Sox defense brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down to first base at the big Cuban, Jose Abreu. You talk about a fuss over a private workout. He had everybody in baseball wanting to sign this guy, and years later, we know why.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Here it comes. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Batting 8th, catcher Giovanni.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Anderson brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. So here is Avisail Garcia. The average coming in just shy of 200. So maybe a hit or 2 in this ball game could push him at least over that dreaded mark. And he gets ahead 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Well, he's been really cold right now. And again, he finds himself 0-2. When you're struggling, you don't get in hitters' counts. And the other thing that happens, they come right after you. They're not coming after him.
The next 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
All right, time for a majestic defensive alignment for the Red Sox.
Batting
And I'm
7th,
looking down there at the catcher position, Giovanni Soto. This guy calls a great game, and everybody loves throwing to him when they got a chance to have him behind the plate. Calls a great game.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. In there, no balls and a strike. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you can do anything about it.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Yohan Moncada becomes out number 2 this inning.
Hey, if you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average is at 308 entering play. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side as we get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. Digging in, Rusney Castillo. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, 1 for 3. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Borges is there. Makes the play, 1 away. And a look there at the standings from the AL Central as you see where the White Sox find themselves coming into today's action. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin
Ready for another
Pedroia.
chance. Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Garcia. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Kevin Smith will be next. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's one gone in the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here it's strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Melky Cabrera. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
He's done a nice job of getting those 2 quick outs before the 2 hitters come to the plate right now, because he knows what's sitting down there down the order. So you stay aggressive against those little guys, try to get them out the way.
On the ground up the middle. There to get it is Pedroia. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
Riding in once again, Hanley Ramirez. He reached on a single in his first try. Into the windup and the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
First baseman number 23.
At the plate, Jake Lamb.
Lamb.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning.
Abreu.
And the pitch. Weak chopper up the line, but it gets foul. The 0-1 on its way. High in the air out to center field. Young is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman
Here's Todd Frazier
21.
now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
I'm sitting here shaking my head. I'm tripping, man. I mean, I've never watched a guy throw this many strikes. First pitch strike. He's 100% in the game. Every batter, first pitch or strike.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think
number
his ability
15,
to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Here's Chris Johnson now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Chris
Ready
Johnson.
to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on in the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close. Johnson awaits the 1-1. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Standing in, Chris Young. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a swing and a miss by Young, as he's prone to do, and he falls behind here 0-2. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto, now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
And this is swung on and missed by Soto as he falls behind now, down 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
The 0-2 delivery. And that is swung on and missed by Soto as he can't time that one, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping into the box, Rusney Castillo. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
He just ambushed him right here. First pitch fastball, he was looking for it, and boom, base hit.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Grounded down the third baseline. Frazier's up with it. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. Halfway home, still no score. So here is Avisail Garcia, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Avisail Garcia is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Yoan Moncada will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
So he sets him down swinging. Yoan Moncada becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Peter Borges is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. Here comes another 0-2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And that's too high, ball 2. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Anderson scoops it up. throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Mookie Betts, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopper foul.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Ball 1.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Oh, that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he's back in standing. Here's Hanley Ramirez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's another single, his second hit of the game. He's having a good May. You know, you start looking at May as a player and you say, I'm partway through the season. I'm starting to get settled in. This is a great start to the year. He's over 300. He's off to a great start.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
0-2, here it comes. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a bouncing ball hit to Frazier down at third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is in to try it again.
And
Kevin Smith. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth. In there, and it's 0-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Young is there. 1 out.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in once again, Tim Anderson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Melky Cabrera as he lifts it in the air to right field. Betts has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Still no score. Back here on the south side of Chicago, neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Chris Young. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And a fastball just a bit up. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's another 2-2. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Smith goes to get it, and the throw is in time. Young is retired, and there's one away. Ready once again, Giovanni Soto. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Now digging in and looking for more, Rusney Castillo. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled straight back. 0-1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Brett Laurie. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. No hits to this point. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Young racing back. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Stepping in now, Avisail Garcia, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
He's just looking overmatched right here. A late swing followed by another late swing. Just dominating him right now.
Here's the 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Laurie rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, that's a huge base hit. Anytime you get a hit late in the game to give you the lead in the ball game, you feel good about yourself, and his teammates are pumped up as well.
Yohan Moncada is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. 8th inning coming up, and the White Sox are out in front 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Xander Bogaerts. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
Man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaker ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Hit back up the middle. Anderson picks it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin
Here's the second
Pedroia.
baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ball game. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Smith is there, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Ready for another chance.
And
Peter
leading up for the White
Borges.
Sox.
He struck out twice
Center
thus
fielder,
far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 0-2 home. Very weakly on the ground. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, come on, man. 8th inning. He was getting me nervous. This looked like this might be his last at bat and his last opportunity.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Kevin Smith will be next, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike. Fly ball out to right field. Betts has a read on it. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 7.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Hard hit ball to second. Pedroia fields it cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The left fielder, number
Riding 53. In once again, Melky Cabrera. Yeah, we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, and I think one reason he's still out there is to make this switch hitter hit from the right side, Matt. It's definitely his weaker side of the plate, so I think that's the matchup they're playing here.
Lifted in the air out to right. Betts has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. It's now 3-0 Pale Hose. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Anderson takes it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
First baseman, number 23, Jake Lamb.
Striding in, Jake Lamb. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Anderson. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Here's Chris Johnson now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
3-0 the final score in this one today. Jose Quintana earns win number 4 on the season. Chris Sale somehow gets the loss despite striking out an incredible 16 batters. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base.